Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Grenadier Overland Project. Today we're solving a major problem with keeping the secondary battery powered up, sitting alone at camp or whatever, parked. We travel, daily, or maybe every other day, but when we're in camp, we need something to really keep after the batteries. Today we're going to install a Renogy Shadow Flux 200 watt solar panel. The reason why we're doing the Shadow Flux is because it allows partial shade and still gets energy from the solar panels. So you could block off half of this thing and you're still getting watts coming from it. One of the other things we're doing is we are custom making our own bars to hold it on to the top of the Silenus, because one of the challenges, the regular bars that go on are really expensive. They're like $200 something a piece. And what we've found is they stick the solar panel up too high. And that creates kind of this little, like a couple of inches matters a lot when you're talking about wind drag and clearance for, limbs and stuff like that going down trails. Let me show you what we built. So as part of this project to get the solar panels mounted, we're making custom aluminum bars and we're taking them to get them powder coated now. Okay, so what we've done for our bars is used angled aluminum and had them powder coated. We use a 1-inch for the back and a 2-inch for the front. What that does is gives us a good amount of deflection in the front because the solar panel itself is only about 1 inch thick. And then this will be mounted directly to the railing, so the solar panel won't stick up any higher than this. And that gives it a good amount of protection at a very low profile. We made the bars 51 inches and this is about 50 inches wide, so we've got a little bit of play here, a little bit more security. So we're going to line this up, mark the bolt holes and get those drilled. Okay, we want about 1/2 inch on either side there. 1 inch gap on this side. Let's check the other side. Okay, after you got your bars measured out for where your holes are for your rack, you're going to take a punch and you're going to mark where the holes are going to be. This is pretty serious to get accurate because where this lines up is how it has to line up with the rack. So it's got to be pretty close. Once you get all your holes drilled, then we're going to take the bar, put it back on the rack, put the holes in, make sure everything lines up. We're going to make sure that's adjusted and fitting properly before we bolt the bar to the solar panel. Okay, we're going to put the front bar on now, but be sure that this side with the cables on it is on the same side of the tent power inlet. Alucab pre-wires everything, so it makes it real easy. So we're going to make sure this is on the passenger side with the front bar, so everything lays in. It's an easy cable run. It's not on one that's going across the entire top of the tent. Now, this solar panel is huge, it's heavy, and it's pretty awesome. So once we get the bars on, Dennis is going to come out and help me lift it up and set it on top of the vehicle. These bolt down perfectly. So now we're going to mount each side of these bars to the solar panel. So for the bolts that go on the front side of the bar, this panel here, I got these black anodized bolts, and so they're going to go facing forward. That way when you look up at it, all you see is black bar, black bolts. There's not something big and shiny sticking out. Makes it a little bit more of a finished look. Okay, so as you can see, the bar is just a little bit longer than the solar panel. The solar panel is 49 point something inches. I mean, the bar is 51, so we have a little bit of overlap. Makes it a little bit stronger on the tab here on the end. But we're gonna make sure we get this bar centered on the solar panel. That makes it easier to line up. And then we're gonna drill. We got 5 bolts on this side to hold it in for the lead edge. Now, how you make sure that it's completely flush is you lay it flat on a table and then just line it up and mark your holes. And we just got to remember the solar panel is 1 inch and this is 2 inches, so you're going to come up 1/2 inch and mark your hole. Now, if anybody's never used one of these, it's really helpful because it marks where the drill tab on the very front of the bit needs to rest so your bit doesn't wallow around or walk on you. So this gives it an anchoring point, makes it real easy to work with. Okay, it's important on this step to make sure you go nice and slow. You don't want to push things or jostle things. You want to just drill nice and smooth through here. Frame of the solar panel, you're not going to hit the panel itself. And trust me, I've done this before, it's fine. I do want to mention too, the bracket or the framing for the solar panel has 2 layers of the outer wall here, so it's extra rigid. So you just got to be a little more patient going through the bar, the outer wall, and the inner wall of this bracket. Just slowly let it work. Okay, real simple. We're going to go bolt, washer. On the inside, we're going to go washer, and lock nut. I like using lock nuts with the Teflon inside, so years down the road or whatever, don't matter what kind of trail we're on, I don't have to worry about this thing coming apart, me having to get in there and fix it. All right, we've got 5 bolts evenly spaced out across. Thought about putting some bolts in the end here, but it's so rigid right now, they're not needed. Again, we got the 2-inch over the 1-inch, I got the 2-inch bar over the 1-inch solar panel. So you've got this massive lip here. You can see you've got a whole lip here to kind of help deflect the wind and protect the solar panel. Got this bar in place, everything's bolted down real tight. We're gonna get the back bar, do the same exact thing, get it in place, and then we're gonna lift it up on the roof. See this little, place this at the end of that gap. All the way back.
Hopefully you give me the
hard. All right, the moment of truth, we've got 0 solar coming in, and you can see we got 12, on average on the battery. This is the circuit breaker that goes to the solar panel. In case we need to work on it, we can always turn it off. So we're going to turn that on. You can see we've got solar power listed on the red arc. And then on the app itself, we're showing 33.8 volts coming in from the solar panel. That'll change and level out, obviously, with the sun and everything, but we are hot and working. All right, as always, if you have any questions about the tools we use, the parts we used, or the vendors that we used to do any of these projects with, please let me know in the comments below. Like the video if you liked the video, and we're always here to answer any questions that you may have about the Grenadier, the Toyota Tundras, any gear that we use. Just let us know, and we hope to see you on the trails.